Hello everyone, I got a request to show you how I turned my plastic Lifetime brand tack room into, well, like garden shed into a functional tack room. So I'll show you how I did that. The shed itself is a 6x8 foot shed, so it's not big. But anyhow, I've managed to cram a lot of stuff in here. I've done 2 tack room tours before, so if you want to see what's in here, you can go watch that. I'll link them down below. But anyhow, I'm going to show you how I turned this into a functional tack room. And the lighting's kind of off because it's around 5 p.m. right now, so the light's shining directly in. Like, that's like my random hair. Yes. Okay, so I'll start by the door here. I'm gonna close the door actually. That way we don't have as bad of sunlight. There we go. Shut it. Okay. So here's the doors. They have windows, and that's why the sun's so bright. Okay. So on one of the metal support beams, can you see that? I just clipped a little clip, and I have a little bridle cleaning hook here. I just have a towel drying, a hat, and sometimes I put girths on here. And then I guess I'll show you this stuff. So this is a Sterilite. Yeah, it's a plastic Sterilite container. I just keep boots. So this is Ami's boots. Yeah, those are Ami's boots. They need to be washed. Mia's boots. These are like extras. And then I have bell boots. So that's a really nice way to keep all the boots in one area. And then this is just stuff I have to like rinse off and refill. These are salted, yeah, I don't want that to leak. Yeah, these are just salted peanuts that I eat and the horses like too. That's my Starbucks. These are escadron wraps I just need to re-roll. And then I have a blanket bar, saddle pad bar, whatever that hangs. I don't really ever use it, and I don't know why it's sitting there, it just is. So the way I hang my bridles and everything is on this really long tack hook rack. So it's held in place by one screw directly into the plastic, and then down here there's another one, although it had a bunch of weight on this end, so the screw bent, but I've had no issue. It's like fallen off once, but I don't know, sometime soon I will be putting something a little bit more heavy duty into it so it's not falling off. But anyhow, this rack I bought from my local tack store. I believe I paid $25 for it, and it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hooks. So here I just hook my girths on here, and then my bridles. So I have the PS of Sweden bridles, a few of them, and the only bummer is that you can see a regular bridle and reins fit perfectly, but since the PS of Sweden bridles are more anatomic and it doesn't sit there, I just found like whatever I could. So right here I just have a leather lead. These are draw reins that I don't use as draw reins. I use them as a lunging aid. And then I just have a roll of duct tape that I haven't used yet. So I just do that so it has a flat surface to lay on, so it doesn't get like indented from this piece. So I just have that like that, and that has worked for as long as I've had the shed. And then this thing is a saddle pad rack. It has, I believe there's like 10 of these little swinging arms. You can see it. I just have some saddle pads drying, and that's like a little sleazy neck cover. Anyhow, these swivel, yeah, so there's 10 of them, and they attach, there's like a lot that I don't use. But anyhow, they attach to this vertical post here, and you can easily take them on and off if you're not using them, and it goes all the way down there. I just don't use those right now. But they attach with metal brackets right here to the metal support, and I had a lot of weight on it at one time, which is why it's pulled away from the wall. But it is not going anywhere because it's actually been reinforced with a big metal plate on the outside of the shed. So it's bolted straight through to a big metal plate to distribute the weight. So that is no longer going anywhere. But yeah, so that's that. The thing about rubber, or not really rubber, but plastic sheds, it's not as sturdy as a wooden shed, I would say. I mean, they're pretty sturdy, but as far as screwing directly into it and putting a lot of weight on, it's not ideal, but it works for me. So my shed came with this really long shelf right here, and I just have a bunch of bottles and stuff. It has like little supports, and then I reinforced the sides over here. So it only came with 2 screws. Yeah, I haven't cleaned back here in a while. It came with 2 screws, but I put more and reinforced it. Okay, so I just have, and this is like a lot of weight too, and it's held up. It hasn't bowed at all. All right, so I have like a box of extra equipment. Then I have some coolers, and then these 2 are empty currently, and then just have my bareback pad. So that's that whole corner of stuff. And then along this wall, I have blanket racks, not blanket racks, bandage racks. So I just have 2 of them. I do have a 3rd, but I no longer use it in here. It used to be right there, but then it was kind of stupid because the pads always blocked it. So I just took it down. But anyhow, these screw into the shed with little metal screws like that. Yeah, they just work like regular pad bandage wraps. I believe these were about $20 each, and I think I bought them off of Amazon Prime if I remember correctly. But you can see these for as much as $30 or $35 in regular Tack stores. I personally would not pay that much, but I mean, if that's the only place you could get them, then there you go. This is really handy for rolling up the wraps. It's just a pad roller, and then my grandpa, I don't know what he did, bolt? That's not really a bolt. I don't know what that's considered, but he made this little metal thingy that hooks over. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it kind of like hooks over, and it's secured by the clamp down here. So I can roll it, and it's pretty secure, and if I want, I can take the whole thing off so it's not permanent, because technically you're supposed to mount it into a wall or something, but I didn't really want to do that. All right, and then up here, I just have this, I don't know if you can really see it there. It's just a flat metal hook thing. It has 4 hooks, and it's just secured with more screws. There's not a whole lot of weight on here. I just have my lunge line, my tripod, extra like show halters, side reins, and then my lunging surf single and some other side reins. So that just sits right there, and it just kind of keeps everything out of the way in that little corner. And then I just have random stuff. I have one of these little baskets that hold like catch-all stuff. So my armband for when I ride with my phone, extra strip covers, sunglasses, a tool, like that kind of stuff. It's a catch-all. And then here, so instead of having a bunch of random supplement containers, I went and bought these. Oh, this is a sample supplement I got from Platinum, but my horse unfortunately would not eat them. So I'm gonna give him to Prince, and hopefully he'll eat it. But anyhow, that's also trash. So these are from Target. I believe Walmart sells them too. And oh, that's just Banamine. Don't worry about that. Anyhow, I don't know why it's still there. But yeah, these are technically dog food containers, so you can find them by the dog pet supplies. I don't remember how many gallons they hold, but this is just MSM because I buy it in bulk. And then this I'm almost out of. This is Total Control, and that's just the little dry packet thing. And then, sorry, I have like stuff in here. And this is just salt. And then that's stuck to my glove. It's freezing, so I'm like wearing gloves. This is Mare Magic in an IKEA container. And then I have Mia's Smart Packs. She's currently on Smart Calm pellets. And then this is Ami's Nimble, but he's technically out of it right now. Yeah, and he's been on it for 2 days now, and I'm gonna buy like a year's supply in bulk since it'll be 25% off the Mary sale, which you probably would have already seen by the time this video comes up. But yeah, that'll be going in one of these bulk containers afterwards, probably this one right here, once I'm out of that. But yeah, that's what he's on. So for now, he's on this Total Control until I get more nimble. That's just a whole other story. This is a Snapware snap container. I just keep treats in here. And then below this, I just have electrolyte containers and a random treat. All right, so this whole drawer unit, I don't remember the name, but it's from IKEA. They have a ton of these. That is coming off. I need to glue it back down. And then these are also the pull-out drawers from IKEA. So I just keep random stuff in here. They're really good for leg wraps. I think all 3 of these are leg wraps. Yeah. So they just keep a lot of stuff that's just an extras container. This is all like vet supplies. Yeah, so there's a total of 8 of these, and these are really good for keeping stuff organized and out of the way and relatively dirt free. I mean, if you have stuff like this, eventually dirt will get in the top, but that's just because I overfilled it with wraps. Alright, so saddles. I know a lot of people like to grab or like make, some people have this type of saddle stand, like a freestanding, like, you know, you could set it on the floor and set up a saddle rack and your saddle just sits there. I didn't want that because those tend to take up more space. So what I did, I'll take it off and show you. I'm kind of one-handed though. Alright, so what I did is I bought these saddle racks from Amazon. I prefer the kind that's just one, like, rod, I guess. I don't like the kind that, you know, there's like right there and there and it sits on it, because it's not good for your panels. As you can see, the one that's just the rod, I guess you could call it, it sits right in the channel of the gullet and it doesn't put any marks on the panels. If you set your panel on a saddle rack, over time it'll leave indents, and that's especially bad if you have a wolf locked saddle. So these are the kind where you can just go like this and then they collapse and they'll fold all the way to the wall. But what I did is, since my saddles are too heavy to bolt this directly to the wall and I wanted to be able to move it if I ever wanted to rearrange stuff, what I did is I bought 3 of these. They were only about $8 each from Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, so if you have that, that helps. But anyhow, I just gave my grandpa these, and then I just marked the distances between each, and then he just took a big 2x4, is that what they're called? I don't know. It's like a wood post, and then, sorry, let me put this back on so I can show you. That's interesting doing one-handed. Alright, so it's strong enough to carry 3 saddles. It could do a 4th if I actually had like 4 of these. But anyhow, it's just on a stand that he made for me, and then we just have it shimmed a little bit so it's not tipping forward, because the concrete slab my shed is on isn't exactly level. The person who made the level, or the person who did the concrete slab like decades ago, didn't do it properly. So yeah, boots are just there. And then I have a whip rack. This, it's kind of hard to see because it's like tucked in the corner, but this actually is screwed into the wall, and then my whips just hang in that little random place. So as you can see, I use like every single part of my shed. And then up here are the like so-called rafters. I just have lights up here. They're magnetic, so you can have light at night. There's a vent, there's a skylight that runs all through the top. And then I just have this over the door hanger thing. And then I have a tack cleaning rack, and I just have this because if I'm cleaning something, I don't like to put it like just like that since I'm weird. Yeah, then I hang spurs. Those are like really little baby spurs. Yeah, these are Ami's spurs, and then sometimes I use those with Mia. Alright, moving on, the last corner of the shed. So this is the mountain of saddle pads. I just have them, well, first of all, I guess I should tell you what I have them on. So this is just a plastic shelving unit. I want to say it was about $20 from Home Depot, but Walmart has them, Target has them. I just happened to get it on sale at Home Depot. And it's just the, like, you can see, it's pretty basic. It's just plastic. Anyhow, on the bottom shelf, I have these containers from Target. I think they're like the dorm room collection. Yeah, room essentials. I just have quarter sheets, coolers, more coolers, and I don't know, it's not in right to like close the thing. And then in here I have all my tack cleaning supplies. Here is a little Sterilite 3-drawer container. It's relatively small, as you can see in my hand, but this is really good for putting all those bits and pieces you don't want lost. So what I mean by that is spurs, stirrup pads, my cross-country watches right there, half pad brush, extra shoelaces, batteries, extra clips, hole punch, Chicago screws, headphones, rain stops, just random stuff like that. It's kind of messy, but it's better than having it all over the place, and the dirt stays out. And up here I just have a hairnet. I said that weird, hairnet, measuring tape, more hairnet, screwdriver, ankle guards, what's that? Oh, the little plasticky thingies for blankets. D-ring savers, sunscreen, saddle tight, extra halter pieces, safety pins, like gel bands, extra stirrup shoes grater, things that I don't like that came with my Royal Rider stirrups, and then my really old cross-country watch that doesn't really work anymore, so I don't know why it's even in there, honestly. And then up here I just keep all my brow bands nice and neat and clean. Right, these are my bag of Andis 2G, A2G, 2GA, I don't know, clippers. Yeah, so I just keep random stuff here, and then this shelf I just have smaller containers. These are all the ear nets, so they stay clean, and these are wash towels and rags and stuff. My helmet, gloves, I just have one of these little mesh, not really mesh, but canvas little, I think they're for like laundry rooms or closet organizing, stuff like that. I just have gloves and helmet covers and riding sunglasses. I just have helmet cleaners, my helmet to air out, just sits there. On the top I just have the half pads and the mountain pads. And then over on the side here, I just have hooked over, this is an over the door towel hanger. It's meant for bathrooms and stuff, so you can hang towels on it, but it actually works really well. Oh, this is the brand of this little plastic thing. But yeah, it's just hooked over like that. And then I keep a random horseshoe. I think that was Mia's shoe she pulled a long time ago. And I have a metal water heater that I used the other day. A random halter, a random clip, and I have this bridle bag where I keep extra bridle parts. And then I have 2 of the PS of Sweden bridle bags that come with the bridles. And I have extra tack and equipment in there. And then back behind here I have a mouse trap in case any mice come in when the doors open, and I have 2 lunge whips. So that is literally how I made my shed functional. Like I said, it's a 6x8 and I have equipment for 3 horses in here. So yeah, I've been able to make it quite functional there. And that's just the tack and an overview. Oh, I forgot. Down here, in one of these little containers, I have 2 of these. I just keep my carrots, and then when they go bad I throw them out, of course, but I just keep them right there. It's been really cold, so they've been staying good a lot longer. And this one I just have laundry stuff, so just rags, like this is an ear net, leg wraps, these are also leg wraps, yeah, another rag, and then a saddle pad, and then I think that saddle pad's still clean, yeah. So yeah, that is literally how I do everything. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any suggestions, by all means let me know. And yeah, I think I covered everything. Thanks for watching if you made it to this 18-minute end of the video. And yeah, see you later. Bye. Hey guys, just wanted to film a quick update showing you a new like tack bridle hook hanger system that I have going on. I think I said before that the racks I had, it like hooked upwards, and I didn't like metal just being jabbed into the bottom of every crown piece because the crown pieces on these bridles are quite wide. So I found this bridle rack on Amazon Prime. I don't remember who makes it. I think it's Roma brand, and it was pretty cheap. Amazon Prime, obviously, and it has 5 racks. I would have preferred 6, but oh well, 5 will work. So I bought 2 of them thinking I can do the length of the whole wall, but unfortunately I didn't measure right, so only 1 really fits. And then I had extra space here, so I bought one of these, and I think this is an Intrepid International hook thingy, and this is also Amazon Prime. And I just have my girths hanging. Look how dirty this girth is. I need to clean it today. I have some tack I need to clean today. But anyhow, I just put that there. I already knew, I measured beforehand for this. I already knew that I like these because I have one right there that I wanted to show like years ago. So I already knew I liked it, and then I just have my girths hanging there now. So that's what it looks like. Hey.